So it's the first week of November, and Dad and I finally drew our Iowa tags. We're headed out here in about 2 hours. We've got about a 10-hour drive. We're stoked, we're excited, we're pumped. We're hoping to hunt tomorrow if all goes well. And I also want to pre-apologize because I don't have a camera guy. It's going to be me, myself, and the camera in the tree. I know there's going to be some shaky footage, out of focus footage, you name it, just some bad footage, because that's going to happen. It always does. But that's what makes it so exciting, and that's why I enjoy it, and why I don't usually have a camera guy, because I like the extra stress, and I like the extra excitement it brings when I'm out there in the woods. So with that being said, we're headed that way here shortly, and I hope when we come back, we'll have our tags filled, and we'll have a little extra weight on the truck. So stick with us, and we'll see what happens.
It's day number 1 in Iowa, and we drove 10 hours to get here last night. I'm pumped. Been waiting 5 years to get a chance to hunt Iowa. So I picked a stand that we set up about 2 months ago. And I kind of went in blind. I haven't checked my cameras yet, but I'll check them a little bit later. So I'm hoping at least I'll see a little bit of action. If not, I'm going to move to the north side of the farm. Right now we're on the southwest side of the farm. I've got a good wind this morning, so I'm just going to hang in there. Wish me luck. It's day number 2 in Iowa, and it's a good looking day. I had a decent morning this morning, better than yesterday for sure. But I'm hunting a creek that runs east to west on this property, and I'm in a little flat draw. I've got a pretty good wind. Of course, I am doing some grunting, and I'll probably rattle a little bit. But this morning the buck came right downwind. I've got a southeast wind right now, which is kind of blowing in my face, but most likely he'll come wrap around and get downwind of me and try to smell me. I've got myself sprayed down really good, so with scent eliminator. But anyhow, it's a good looking area. I'm pumped. I did see a couple of does up on the ridge earlier. It's about 4 o'clock right now, and I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the ride. class last night to do a post interview or speech talk, whatever you want to call it. It was getting late. I have one that's been showing up. He's an 11 point. He's been showing up at night, so I wanted to get out of here. But I'm still in the little creek bottom area, the little flat. It looks really, really good. So again, it's been misting off and on, and I'm hoping that tonight could be a good night. But nonetheless, I'm just glad to be here in the woods. So I'm just going to sit back and wait. So it's day number 4. 4? 4. Day number 4 here in Iowa. And I came in this morning and spooked one out. I've seen a doe, and I just had a little small 6-point come by, and he got downwind and smelled me. He smelled me and ran. So it's been a tough morning. I'm just not seeing a lot of action right now. It's November the 5th, and you would think that I would, there'd be more pre-rut action, but it's not. I've not seen very much come to the calls, or I haven't seen one buck dogging a doe thus far. So I don't know, but I'm hoping that things will kick in pretty good here in a couple of days. I got my fingers crossed. So anyhow, every time I try to get the camera around to get on a deer too, it's tough. Everything is coming from behind rather than out front right now, so I can't swing the camera around to get on the deer. So that's why you're not seeing a lot of deer right now. But all I can do is just sit back, wait, and hope old big boy will show up. So it's day 5 in the evening here in Iowa, and I'm hunting the same exact little flat that I've hunted for the past few days, down at the creek bottom. I love this spot. So we've got a pretty strong west wind today, and the past few days we've had a south or southeast wind, primarily a southeast wind. So it is a little shift in the wind. So I've got the winds primarily now kind of to my back, but going kind of straight east down the creek here. So, but it's we've got about another hour and a half before dark, and I'm gonna see if anything happens tonight. So best I can do is just sit back here and enjoy the creation that God has blessed us with. So I'm loving it though. Just to be out here in the woods, there's nothing like it. So as long as I'm 20 feet up in a tree, I'm pretty doggone good. Stay down. Yeah. Yes, baby, we got, yes. That's the buck I passed up the other day. I didn't know he was as good as he was. I know that's him. Yes, that is him. He's a beauty. He's a beauty. And that's why I came to Iowa. Right there, baby. That's it. I don't know if he was angled a little bit, and I felt like I hit him behind, but I think it went right in the vitals. I am so excited right now, I can't stand it. Yes, baby. 2018 Iowa buck down. That is what it's all about right there. I cannot wait to get my hands on him. I can't wait to get my hands on him, guys. I'm so excited. Let me pull this camera up a little more here. I don't know what to say. We had a good west wind. I've been hunting this little river, a little creek, low-lying, flat area here. I got a fence line right over here that I like to travel that. But I had a 10-point that came in. I don't think he was quite a shooter, but he was a pretty deer. He came right on up here, and I was trying to pull him in. I did some snort wheezes and some grunts. And he came up here on the top of the ridge here, and I saw him looking down. Then I heard something, and I looked back, and I see that 8. The other night when he came in, it was kind of dark. I couldn't see how big he was, but I could tell how good of a deer he was. And he come right over here, I don't know, 25 or 30 yards, and I let the arrow fly, let the Obsession DEFCON fly. That's what I had with me, and it put him down. He went right up there, and I watched him die, baby. Yes. I'm so grateful. God has just allowed me to be able to be out here and to enjoy the great outdoors. And there's nothing better than this, at least for me. I'm happy. I'm just so happy that my wife let me be out here. Thank you, baby. I got a good wife, and I love her very much, and my kids. And my dad's up there, and he was hoping I'd get a good deer, so I can spend more time with him and help him get on a deer, and I hope we can. But I'm excited, guys. You've seen a grown man cry, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna go down here and try to get my hands on him too. Whew, yes. Oh man. Well, guys, here he is. He is a beauty. I drug him down the hill just a little bit so we could get a little flatter spot here. But he's heavy. For Iowa, he's kind of dark too, which is awesome. He's thick. Got good tines. I mean, I had an 11-point camera that I was looking for. But I tell you what, when I saw this one in better daylight, I passed him up 2 days ago, and I was wondering if I should have done it. And today, when I saw him in broad daylight, I thought, man, he's a good buck. So I let the arrow fly. It hit its mark. I kind of had angled the shot in a good bit. It looked like it was kind of broadside, but actually it was quartered away from me just a hair, and it came right out of the lungs. So, but I meant to have it a little more forward than what I did. But he was walking, so I did the best I could. But bottom line is, I watched him go down up there. I'm sorry for some of the footage. He came from behind, so it's always tough when you're trying to get that camera arm swung around backwards and all that good stuff too. So, but I am pumped. I can't I can't believe it. Now I get to spend a little time with Dad. We'll get this guy here. I got to get him tagged right now, and get him drug out, and we'll get him cleaned up, and maybe get some better pictures too. So this is what it's all about, guys, right here. I love it. Iowa buck 2018 is down. Yes.
you.